My name is Zach Pitts. I was trained in the U.S. Army Explosive Ordnance Disposal, and that is going around and identifying IEDs and rendering those safe. When you get out with a niche job such as mine, it's very difficult to laterally transfer into the civilian side with training that's not necessarily deemed useful. Upon first release, I was working at entry-level positions. I had heard through a friend. He's the VA liaison at the Workforce Center, and he asked if I was interested in doing a pilot program, the VICTORS program.
VICTORS stands for Veterans Inclusion and Competency towards Semiconductors. We want our veterans to have a smooth transition and the greater impact that they have made through their careers, as well as they can contribute to our country's leadership in advanced manufacturing and technology areas.
The VICTORS program is great. It's a step-by-step system that works really well with veterans. We're conditioned to accept orders and execute those orders. And the way the program was put forth, it fell right in line with the conditioning we've already had. Not as much the training of an infantryman, but the ability to follow orders correctly and execute what needs to be executed.
U.S. veterans, they're highly disciplined, they're punctual, they're very organized, they're methodical, they're tactical. And these are all the right attributes when we look at, and they work in teams, right? In any kind of profession that we can think of, especially in a field like semiconductor manufacturing, if they are trained with the right technical skills, they will be a significant part of this upcoming, I would say, revolution.
I would most definitely recommend the VICTORS program to any outgoing veteran to give them an option. There's quite a lot of veterans that go in directly after high school, and that doesn't give them allowance for further education, especially if they are in one of the higher tempo job fields. So this VICTORS program is definitely a wonderful opportunity for veterans to transition into the civilian field into a good job, because by the time you get out, you may already have a family. In my case, I got out and I had to work where I could because I needed money to come in. I didn't have time to stop and go to school. So to be able to transition into a great paying job field directly is something that is very rare in my experience. And I would definitely recommend this to any veteran that comes out. This is a head above what's being offered to veterans coming right out, because it's a direct transition into a very high in demand field. And to be honest, I mean, we do need to make semiconductors here. We need to make those here on American soil. That's good for operational security, that's good for job security.
Right now, 23,000 manufacturing technicians, they have been working in the semiconductor industries in the country to produce only 12% of the global chip supply. So if you think that we have to have half of the share globally by 2030, then we have to state that linearly we were going to need 72,000 more technicians. Just November 3rd, government has published an updated number, which is actually 100,000. So we are facing economic as well as a national security challenge. Every year there are 200,000 servicemen and women, they are retiring and becoming veterans, right? So we do have a large pool of professional talents who can be accessorized with the right skills, and they can be a major part of these semiconductor workforce going forward. So I believe that this is the right approach, that we reach out to them, we expand the program, we network with the industry, and connect them with the industry. We have been working with NIIT. NIIT is a great partner. They work with the Department of Labor. We love to have the Department of Labor, Department of Veteran Affairs, Department of Commerce, Department of Defense to be involved with us so that we can build the ecosystem and can expand this furthermore.
Military veterans are good at listening. They are good at taking orders. That's what they're conditioned to do. So I think this is a great pairing. And the fact that Dr. Hussain, he recognizes it. He recognizes the deficits, the needs, the wants, and he can marry them together, and that's to me a great thing to be able to do. And I was glad to be a part of his pilot program.